I found the group chat my friends made to mock me, so I canceled the Airbnb and let them drive into a blizzard. The notification didn't ding. It didn't buzz. It slid silently onto the top of the iPad screen like a snake entering a garden, destroying 3 years of friendship in the span of a single second. I was sitting at a table at Le Jardin, surrounded by the smell of expensive truffle fries and overpriced mimosas, holding my best friend Sarah's iPad because she had insisted I look up the address for the winery we were supposed to visit on Saturday. I saw the banner. Message from Galentine sans Lily. My thumb hovered over the glass. My heart did this weird, violent flutter against my ribs, like a bird flying into a windowpane. Sans Lily. Without Lily. I looked up. Sarah was laughing at something Jessica had said, her head thrown back, exposing the long line of her throat. Across the table, Becca and Chloe were clinking glasses. They looked beautiful. They looked happy. They looked like the best friends a girl could ask for, and they had a group chat specifically dedicated to my absence. I looked back down at the screen. I shouldn't have clicked it. I should have handed the tablet back and lived in blissful ignorance for the next 5 days. But I didn't. I tapped the notification. The iMessage thread opened. It wasn't just a side chat for a surprise gift. It wasn't a thread to plan a birthday party. It was a dossier of hatred. Jessica, did she seriously send another spreadsheet? God, she is so controlling. It's a weekend, not a military operation. Sarah, I know, right? Be ready at 8 a.m. LOL. I'll be ready when I'm ready. Chloe, who is taking the pull-out couch? Because it's definitely going to be her. I'm not sleeping on springs. Becca, make Lily do it. Just tell her the bedrooms are full. She's too much of a doormat to argue. I felt the heat rising in my neck, a prickly, suffocating sensation that started at my collarbone and crawled up behind my ears. The sounds of the restaurant, the clinking silverware, the chatter, the low bass of the background music, faded into a dull roar. I scrolled up. My hand was shaking so hard the iPad wobbled on the table. Jessica, so, about the money. She put the $4,000 deposit on her card, right? Sarah, yeah. She paid for the whole cabin. Jessica, okay, perfect. Let's just not mention paying her back this weekend. If we wait a few weeks, she'll feel awkward asking for it. She always caves. Chloe, LMAO, strategy. I need that cash for the Mexico leg anyway. Sarah, same. She'll probably just pay for everything anyway to keep us happy. She's desperate like that. I stopped breathing. The air in my lungs turned to lead. They weren't just venting. They were plotting. They were planning to stick me with a $4,000 bill for a luxury cabin in the mountains, force me to sleep on a sofa while they took the king beds I booked, and then laugh about it behind my back while using the money they owed me to fund the second part of the trip. I looked up at Sarah. She was wiping a tear of laughter from her eye. Find the address, babe, she asked, smiling at me. That smile. It looked so different now. It looked predatory. Not yet, I said. My voice sounded hollow, like it was coming from someone else. The Wi-Fi is slow. I looked down again. I pulled my phone out of my pocket. I kept the iPad flat on the table, shielded by the menu. I opened my camera. I took a photo of the screen. Then I scrolled up. Click. Another photo. Scrolled up again. Click. I captured everything. The insults. The plan to steal my money. The jokes about my desperation. Here, I said, sliding the iPad back to Sarah. I can't find it. I'll look it up later. Thanks, girl. Sarah beamed. You're the best planner. Seriously, what would we do without you? You'd be lost. I whispered. What? I said, I'm just happy to help. What I'm about to do is going to dismantle their entire weekend. But the real damage isn't just the lost cabin. It's the domino effect that's going to shatter their second vacation. You see, they think the worst case scenario is scrambling for a hotel room. They have no idea what I have planned for them. Soon they won't just be homeless for the night. They're going to be turning on each other like rats in a sinking ship. For full version kindly follow on screen instructions.